Hello students, see, as previously we have started with the grammar section and now we will be moving for the next section, that is writing skills. So, we are going to start we are going to learn about our first writing skill, that is paragraph writing, and it is very easy to understand. First of all, we have to understand what is the meaning of paragraph writing, because see, in this essay we can say we write many paragraphs over there, or we write even in the, suppose if you want to write any handwriting in the notebook over, you use some paragraphs to write. But what is that paragraph? Before that you have to understand what is a paragraph and how to write it very properly. So, children, as we are going to start the paragraph writing, first of all I want to tell you what is a paragraph. Paragraph writing, here we write a number of sentences and it is arranged very properly, and we write a paragraph on a single topic only. We take one topic, for example, now here if you see on the screen, we see here one topic they have given, friends, and the whole paragraph they have written about friends. So, you have to stuck to the point, stuck to the topic over there, you are not going to change it. And for writing this whole paragraphs, there are some steps how to write those paragraphs. First of all, I want to tell you what is a paragraph. Paragraph is a number of sentences which we write on a single topic, or which we can say it is the number of series or number of sentences which we write on a single topic. We are not going to use more than 2 or 3 topics over there. You are going to write it on a single topic. And here if you see one example they have given for the as friends and this food. See how they have started the paragraph. Before explaining about this paragraph, I will let you know what are the 3 steps to write for the paragraphs. So, first step is what? See. So, we are going to start with the writing skills now. And in that we are going to study how you are going to write a paragraph, that is paragraph writing. And children, paragraph writing, here it is related to only one topic, and this topic, on this topic you are supposed to write at least 10 to 15 sentences, not more than that. You can see on the screen also, see how many, at least 10 to 12 sentences are written. So, no need to write many paragraphs or many sentences. A paragraph writing, paragraph means one single paragraph on one single topic. So, here you can see a paragraph should be written only into 10 to 12 sentences. First thing is what? You are going to write the paragraph into 10 to 12 sentences. Second is, you are going to write it on a single topic. You are going to write a paragraph on a single topic. Third thing, see, if you are going to start a topic, suppose now we have started the topic with friends. Now, what they have told, when you start writing a paragraph writing, it should be very effective. It should be very, means the reader, whoever is reading the paragraph, it should be very effective, that they should like it, that what are the further things written in the paragraph. They should be eager to learn all that. And in the first thing, they have told that you have to stuck on the single topic only. This is the first step to write a paragraph. Second, if you see here, related sentences are written. Related sentences are written in a paragraph, and these related sentences should be connected with the topic. You are not, suppose you are starting, you have started writing the paragraph on friends. You are not going to move to the other topic, that is food. You have to stuck. These sentences should be related to the topic which is given to you. And the last step is the conclusion. Conclusion, here it should be very effective. Here you can write the suggestions, or you can write some sayings in the suggestions or sayings in the conclusion. So these are the some of the steps how to write a paragraph. First of all, what it is? See what I told, paragraph. What it is a paragraph? A paragraph should have, paragraph is a number of sentences or a number of series, and that should be written on a single topic. Second thing, what I have told you, there are certain things which must be kept in mind while writing a paragraph. While writing a paragraph, you are going to keep some things in your mind, and they are as follows. What they have given, see, unity. A paragraph should have sentences which focus only on the central theme. Means we are going to write the sentences only on one single topic. It should be related to the single topic. Unity means you have to stuck to the theme, whatever theme is given. Now here the theme is given as friends. So you are going to write only about your friends. Second is order. In a paragraph, the ideas that we are expressing have to be in a particular order. You should write it very properly, you should write in a proper order. You are not going to change the order. Suppose if now they have given here, see, if you see the first line, friends are very important in our lives. Very effectively he has started the paragraph. What he has written? Friends are very important in our lives. We study with them, we play with them, we share our lunch and even secrets with them. Means what all things we do with our friends. And if you write these two lines and suddenly if you start writing, so we must be very careful while choosing the friends. No, these two sentences are not at all connected with each other. Okay, means they are not in a proper order. So first thing is what? You are going to write it in a proper order, that all the sentences should be connected with each other and they should be written in proper order. Then again what they have told, the most important fact being mentioned first, followed by the lesser important ones. Similarly, if we are narrating an incident, we should follow the sequence of events in which it occurred. Sometimes what happens, paragraphs are written on many themes. Okay, like we write paragraphs on friends, we write paragraphs on food, or sometimes we write paragraphs on any incident or whatever experiences you have experienced in your life. So many things are there. Suppose if you are writing a paragraph on one incident, you are going to, when you start the incident, suppose you are writing on one accident, if you start writing the paragraph on accident, you start mentioning the place where it was, with whom the accident has been taken place, and suddenly you are not going to start the other thing only over there. Means the incident also should be arranged very properly. Children, if you see if you read in the news or if you watch the TV, when you watch the news, that time you see how they are arranged very properly. So the paragraph should be arranged very properly. Then here also what they have told, as a paragraph is a short composition. It is like one composition. You know children, when you all were in primary section or first, second standard, you used to write the composition, and your compositions were like 10 to 12 sentences. Now you have the essays to write, means more than 500 words we write over here. So it is like a short composition. Paragraph is like a short composition. In many ways we can define paragraph writing. Then there is always a chance of monotony. Therefore, to avoid this, we should add variety by altering the sentence construction as much as possible and include different points related to the topic. See, you are not going to repeat the same sentences over there. So that the paragraph will be very boring. You are going to use variety of sentences. When the reader is reading your paragraph, he should be very excited, he should be very happy, and he should enjoy that paragraph reading. So it is very necessary to use all these three steps. What I told you, the first thing again, once again I will explain you what is a paragraph. Paragraph is a number of sentences which you write on a single topic, and paragraph should have the central theme. You should stuck to the central theme. You are not going to change the topics over there. Then order, it should be written in a proper order. All the sentences should be written in the proper order, and you should have variety of sentences in the paragraph. You are not supposed to repeat the same words. you should use some sayings over there, you should give some suggestions, or you should explain your experience very effectively, that when the reader is reading your paragraph, they should involve in that experience. So you have to, it is very necessary that you should write a paragraph very effectively with lots of variety of words and sentences. So these are the 3 steps I told. It should be of a single topic, the sentences should be related to the topic, and the conclusion should be of the suggestions or the sayings. Now if you will take the first paragraph, suppose here I have given about friends. See children, I will read and tell you this paragraph. Friends are very important in our lives. Children, you know, now we are going to just talk about friends, and I will explain this paragraph also. So you will get an idea how to write the paragraph on the other topic. Now we are talking about friends. Friends are very important in our lives. Children, you know, you need to have good friends in your life. And why? Because here we need our friends, that they give us suggestions, they help us in our difficult ways, and also we need somebody to share all our things with them. Then what we do, what all things we do with them? We study with them, isn't it? Whenever you all are in the school, you study with them, or even you play with them. Then we share our lunch and even secrets with them. Children, you know, you don't share your secrets with even with your brothers or sisters, or with your parents. You share your secrets, mostly you share your secrets with your friends. Then you share your lunch also. Sometimes you bring very nice delicious food, and you are very eager to give that lunch to your friend. So many things we do with our friends, that we study with them, we play with them, we share our lunch, we share the secrets also with them. Then one's life would be very boring without friends. Now children, you all might be experiencing that when you all are at home, now your friends are quite far away from you. You might be feeling that my friend should be with me, so that I can play with him, or I can share my things with him. Share with your friends. You all might be eagerly waiting when the school will start and when I will meet my friend. And you know children, whenever we take the meetings, you are very eager to talk with them, isn't it? So what happens, your life will be very boring if you are alone and nobody is there to share all the things with you, or nobody is there to play with you. Then your life will be very boring. So you need to have good friends in your life. Next, friends also help us a lot. Very good friends, what they do? They help us a lot. Whenever you are absent, whenever you are sick, they help you to share their notes. Then whenever you are in a trouble, even that time also they help you to solve your problems. So in some or the other way, these friends, they help you a lot. They do not like that my friend is in a trouble and I should just sit and watch. They strive very hard. They try to help you a lot in all the ways. The next, if you see, when we cannot solve difficult maths problems, they are there to help us. Some students, some of your friends, they are very good in maths. Some of the other friends they are very good in languages. Some are very good in social science or science. So what we do, you have such friends with you that you ask your problems to them and they share with you, and they try to help you. See what they have told, when we cannot solve difficult math problem. See, myself also same thing. I was not that much good in math. So what I used to do, I used to take the help of my best friend, and even she used to help me to solve the math problem. And if suppose she has any problem in other subject, I used to help her. Means we both used to help each other. So friends, what they do, they even solve our problems in the studies also. When a teacher asks us questions and we cannot answer them, our friends help us. Children, these things we experience in the class. See, suppose one boy is sitting in front and the other friend is at the back. When the teacher, she asks the questions, what you do? If your friend is not able to answer in front of the teacher, what you do at the back? You will go on prompting him that, hey, tell this answer, I know this answer. Or what you will do, if you don't want that your friend should get a punishment, immediately you raise your hand and you will tell the teacher the answer, so that your friend should escape from the punishment. So here also this is a good experience, means this experience you these all things you experience in the class. When a teacher asks us questions and we cannot answer them, our friends help us. So whenever your teacher asks any questions and suppose your friend is unable to answer, you help your friend. They support us in whatever we do. Suppose you want to do some project, you want to do some activity, and if you are unable to do it, your friends they support you to do that. Means whatever good things you are doing, that time your friends they help us, and those are the good friends. And if you want to steal something, if you want to beat anybody else, then that time also some bad friends or bad companions you can say, that time also those children they help us. They don't see, good friends always they support in for the good things, but the other children, some of the other friends they are there that they want that my friend should be in a problem and they want to create a problem. So what they do, they help, they support in the other bad things, so that my friend should get the punishment, and that is not true friendship. The true friend what they do, they support us in whatever we do, and that to whatever the things which we do, like good things we can say. It is true that we often fight with our friends and don't talk to them for many days. I used to do this thing, children. Many times we used to fight with each other, but the other day we were not able to live without each other. We used to talk, immediately we used to talk, and we used to leave all the things at the back, all the grudges at the back, and again together we used to be. So here also what you do in the class also, you fight with your friends and again you start talking with your friends. Then but after some time we become friends again, because we simply cannot live without them. And we experience when we fight with our friend, we stay for some or the other while, and we promise also, no, now I am not going to talk with that friend only because he has troubled me or he has fought with me, and now I am not going to talk. But after some time what happens, your mind is not, means you don't get peace, or you are not, you will be restless that I have stopped talking with my friend, and you will be eagerly waiting that when my friend will come and talk with me. And if he doesn't come, what you do? You only go and talk with your friend, because you cannot live without your friends. But we should also remember that friends influence us a lot. See, you all people might be having good friends also, and some some friends are there bad also, means they want you that you should be in a trouble. You all have that, but it is that your side, it is how you should understand. You should try to understand who is a good friend and who is a bad companion. You should try to understand. If you have a good friend, you should help him, you should share all your things, and you should support that friend. And suppose if you have a bad companion with you, you are not supposed to leave that friend, let him go in a problem, why I should help him. No, you are going to improve that child, or you are going to improve that person, whoever friend you all are having. You should try to make him understand what are the good things, and you should show him the right path, that he should start behaving in the other bad ways. So you should guide him, or you should support that bad friend also. So we must be very careful while choosing friends. Children, we don't know how the friends are. What we can see from the outer appearance, we can see my friend is very beautiful, or she is very intelligent, she is very smart. But inside, what all things are hidden, that we don't know. So you should, when you get an experience, then that time you understand that how your friend is. So while choosing the friends also, you should be very careful, and you have to choose your friends, because sometimes they may help you also, and sometimes they may spoil also you. So you should be very alert, you should be very careful while choosing the friends. This is because if any of our friends has a bad habit, till nowadays if you see many children, they are addicted to all bad things. They do certain bad things with, and they hide all these things from their parents, from their friends. So you should be very careful. You should keep a watch on them. You should you will get experience through that. And you should see that this is because if any of our friend, if they have any bad habit, some friends they will listen to you if you suggest them, or if you give some good advice to them, they will listen to you. But some friends, they are very arrogant, they don't listen to you, and they want to spoil their life. So that time we can't help. So if some friends they have a bad habit, we too might adopt it. What we do, some children they have a good thing that they like to imitate others. If the child is doing some good thing, if one good friend you have, you don't try to imitate very immediately to the good things, but the bad things whatever or what bad habits they have, we very soon we adopt these habits, means we like to imitate that friend. So it that is not the good thing, children. So whatever you are doing with your friends, it should be very proper, and should if any of your friend is having any bad habit, just you ignore it, and you try to give a good advice to that friend, or you leave that friend aside or ignore that person. At the same time, if he or she has a good quality, we may learn it from him. See, many friends you have good friends. I know, children, you all might be having good friends only, and what you have to do, if they have good qualities of studying, or if they have good qualities of good habits, we can say they might be having good hobbies. So many good qualities they might be having, and so you should learn from them. If you are lacking in some or the other thing, so you should learn all these good qualities from your friends, because that will be very beneficial for you in your life, in the future life. So we must have good friends who will help us to become good human beings. If you have good friends, they will help you to become a good human being. If you have a, see, last line is very proper, means very good it is. What they have told, if you have good friends, they will help you to become good human being in your life, means they will try to make you successful or a good person in your life. So it is necessary that, children, you should have good friends, and then only you are going to learn the good habits from them. I hope, children, you have understood this paragraph. Now what I want to tell you from this paragraph, see, we have talked about only friends, means we have stuck to the single topic, that is about friends. And the starting, if you see, friends are very important in our lives. They did not start that we study with them, my friend name is this and that, or any other thing. So they have started with the good saying that friends are very important in our lives, and this is the main thing, this is the main theme of the paragraph. And if you see the other sentences here, they all are related to the topic friends, they are interrelated to the topic friends. And if you see, and they are arranged very properly, or in a good order, we can say very proper order, they all these sentences are arranged. And if you see the last sentence or the conclusion, if you see what they have told, we must have good friends, a very moral they have given. You can suggest or you can give a moral through this paragraph. What they have told, we should have good friends. Did they tell you like this? All these things they told, very good things, and last they told you over that you should have bad friends, that they will help you to become good human being? No, they have told a moral that you should have good friends and they will help you to become good human beings. Means in this way you are going to write the paragraph, and the paragraph, it should be written into 10 to 12 sentences, like a small composition. I hope, children, you have understood this paragraph. Now we will turn to the next paragraph, that is food. Children, why I am explaining this paragraph? Because you should understand the central theme of the paragraphs, and this paragraphs you are going to supposed to write it in your grammar notebook. So I am explaining, and you should understand. Here also, see, whatever sentences are written, it's not necessary that you should copy down the same sentences. You can use, now friends, I know, children, you can write many things on that topic. Now here second topic, if you see, food. What all things are told about food, you see. Food gives us energy to play and work. What is the main function of the food? That it gives us energy to play and to work. So children, the main idea, the main theme of this topic is, it gives us energy and it helps us to play and work. Now, what all things this food help us? How it helps us? It helps us to grow healthy. If you eat healthy food, you are going to grow healthy and you are going to fight against the diseases. Now, you see children, we are going through some pandemic situation. So, here also if you are eating good food or if you are eating the healthy food, so you will be able to fight this disease also. There are different types of food that we eat. We eat varieties of food daily. Okay, we eat many types of food daily. Which are they? Some of them are healthy. They are healthy food like fruits. Fruits are very healthy to eat. Then dal, grains, dairy products like eggs, milk and cheese. All these types of food we see, they are very healthy, and if we eat all this healthy food, we grow healthy and we can fight the diseases. So, children, again what they have told? These build our bones and muscles and help to keep us healthy. So, children, you all are very small. So, it is necessary to have you should eat these types of food, means you should have all these things in your food, like you should eat fruits, you should eat dal, you should eat grains, the dairy products like eggs, milk and cheese, not all that pizza, burger, bhel, sandwich, all. Yeah, sometimes you can enjoy that, but daily you should have all these types of food in your eating, and which keeps your muscles and your bones healthy, and so you will be healthy and you can fight the diseases. Next, there are others like pizzas, burgers or street foods like pani puris and samosas. These food, they don't keep you healthy. Which pizzas? I know children, you all enjoy this food. Pizzas, burgers or street foods like pani puris. As you go from the roadside, you want to eat this pani puris. You might be not knowing what type of water they have used or what all things they have added in that. So, instead of that, you can make these things, all these things also at home, and your mother, I know children, your mother might be preparing at home for your sake. So, no need to stand on the road and eat all these food, because it is not healthy and it may make you fall sick. So, there are others like pizzas, burgers or street foods like pani puris and samosas. So, you have to avoid this type of eating food. These are tasty, but they are not healthy. It tastes, I know children, pizza, it tastes very nice and it is very tasty, burgers, but do you get any vitamins, proteins or calcium from this food? No, you just enjoy the taste of that food, but you are not going to get the vitamins, calcium, proteins, anything from this food. You are just going to eat it and you are just going to taste it. You get the taste of that food, but you are not going to be healthy. They do not provide good nutrition. I told you just now, they are not nutritious food, we can say. So, we should avoid eating such eatables and include more healthy food in our diet. So, sometimes you can enjoy, but daily no. So, you have to avoid eating such type of eatables and you should eat more healthy food in your diet. See, of course, we can have burgers or chips once in a while. I told you children just now that sometimes you can eat this type of food like burgers, you can eat chips or pizza, we can eat sometimes, but daily it's not proper that you should eat all these things, but we should not have them regularly we can't eat all these things. We should have fruits, dal, grains, dairy products and the eggs, milk and cheese. So, regularly we can't, regularly you all should eat this type of food, not pizzas and burgers. Only then we would grow up to be healthy individual. So, if you want to be healthy, if you want to fight the diseases, so you should eat this type of food which I have told you now, that is dal, fruits, then rice, dairy products like eggs, milk, cheese, butter, all these things, and you have to avoid these eatables, pizzas, burgers, pani puris and samosas. From these two paragraphs, we have learnt a moral. First, we have seen that we have learnt a moral that good friends, they help to become the good human being, and here we have learned that in the next paragraph food, that we have learned that we should eat healthy food so that we could be healthy and we could fight the diseases. Children, the main conclusion of all these paragraphs is that how to write a paragraph in a proper order. Again, once again I am telling you, you should write the paragraph on a single topic. The sentences should be related to each other, they should be arranged properly, and the third, the conclusion should have some suggestions and some sayings. I hope children you all have understood this both the paragraphs, and now this both the paragraphs, it is on the page number 147. So, both the paragraphs you are going to copy down it in your grammar notebook in the writing skills section. I hope children you have understood this, how to write a paragraph. So, this was the first writing skill of grammar section. Okay children, thank you.